Pull up. Altitude.
Warning.
Jammer. Counter. Chaff. Flare. Low. Out. Lock. IFS.
Caution.
Bingo. Data.
And clear to remove EPU pin. Pin's removed. Brakes are good. 3 green. Batteries set. And let's check all our fuels. 500. Should be 550. Steer your wings to. That's good. 10,000 pounds, so. And back to there. Looks pretty good. EPU is good. Load our cartridge. That's good. That's good. That's good there. Quick, I guess. For the radar to turn on there. Perfect. Okay. check pitch. Up. Center. Down. Center roll. Left. Center. Right. Center, yaw. Left. Center. Right. Center. Stand by for disconnect. Confirmed on the movement. That's good. Alright, minor pitch override. No faults, it's good. Brakes channel 2. No faults. Channel 1. And no faults. Anti-ice. 5%. I'll run through some bits while that's going. Let go for a minute. Check Cox.
2.
Got you 5x5. How things going over there?
So far so good, just a little delay on some of the buttons, but I'll just flip them again.
Okay. So is your theory correct on that?
I'm not quite sure yet, still testing.
Copy that. Ready to clear chocks. Just gonna jump on Egress for a second. 358, that is 1358, yeah.
Runway 28. Expect visual approach. Wind, 194 degrees, 13 knots, gusts 22. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Sky conditions, clouds, view 5,000 feet. Temperature, +24 degrees Celsius. Altimeter, 2990 inches.
2990, Okay, winds are 194 at 4 knots. Altimeter is 2990, and active runway is going to be 28.
28.
Viper 41 check. Set 41. Viper 4.
You said 2990, right?
Yeah, that's correct. 2990. Altitude right now will be 480. And you up on 2? Viper 4 check. Are you on uniform 2? You copy? Viper 4 check.
It won't switch, sorry.
Your UHF won't switch?
Yeah, it won't.
Okay, what do you mean it won't? Like your ICP buttons aren't working?
Nope, it says 2, I hit enter, and it still stays on 6.
Oh, that's weird. Alright.
Yeah, I hit call 1, I hit 2, I see the 2 in the display, I hit enter, and nothing happens. Oh wait, it says USA Foster off right now. Again, it's my button, so it's just not working.
Okay, so it means your volume switch on is not working, correct?
Yeah, again, I've never had this before. I just switch it off and on again, now it's on, so it's weird.
Okay, we'll give it a try again. Viper 4 check.
2.
That's better. Ground Viper 4-1, 2F-16s, ready to taxi.
Good afternoon. Cyborg 4, you are number 1 for departure. Taxi Alpha. And then hold short. Runway 28.
Oh, I used the wrong call sign. Taxi Alpha to 28, Cyborg 4-1. I don't know what call sign I was even using. Viper, maybe. Now let's get this going. It's a fairly short taxi distance here, which is good. Okay. Flaps are norm, manual TF is enabled. Trims are centered. Entry. Engine start is primary. Gear down. Canopy closed and locked. IFF on to norm. That's good. Air brakes closed.
Sound wrong side, sorry.
Good. Action seat armed. Cycle controls. Looks good. All pressure's good. ALO is good. And on bang. go.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Fine, good.
Copy that.
Sideboard 4-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 6950.
Cyborg 4, push 3. Cyborg 4, check. Cyborg 4, check. Two, just switch 3. Cyborg 4, check.
2.
Each on tower, Cyborg 4-1, ready for departure.
Cyborg 4, hold short.
Holding short, Cyborg 4. Probably don't remember land test, eh?
Remember the what?
The land test, do you remember how to do that?
I remember we did it a couple times, but no, I don't.
Okay, we'll skip that for tonight.
Let me read up on it again.
Yep, no worries. We don't have far to go, and we have lots of fuel, so we're gonna take this LGB LOFT practice pretty slow tonight. We'll try to do it step by step, so we got enough fuel to do several passes, so we'll try to go over it.
Cyborg 4, each on tower, weight 190 at 4 knots, runway 28. You're cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff to 28, Cyborg 4. Yeah, so we'll do it step by step for each pass. Winds are 194, so I'll line up on the right side. That's weird. Okay, so standard formation takeoff here. 10-second spacing. Remember to lock me up. Call airborne as soon as your wheel's up so I can switch us over to departure. Lock me up, call tide, and then get into visual. We'll make our whole flight here, we'll say 3,000 feet at 340 knots. I'll copy.
Copy.
So it gives us more time to talk through what we're doing. Take off. Plus climb, gear flight, so
Cyborg 4-1, contact departure.
Altitude.
Cyborg 4, switch
Altitude.
4.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Cyborg 4, check.
2.
Each on departure, Cyborg 4, 1, 2 F-16s passing through 2000. That went through. Each on departure, Cyborg 4, 1, 2 F-16s passing through 3000. Through that time.
Cyborg 4-1, each on approach. Copy emergency. Continue inbound for runway 28.
Wow, that was weird.
Probably voice attack. I heard it differently.
Yeah, which is weird. It's never done that before. Each on tower, Cyborg 4-1, abort.
Cyborg 4-1, contact tower for landing.
We're gonna try it again here. Each on departure, Cyborg 4-1, 2 F-16s passing through 3000.
Cyborg 4-1, each on approach. You are cleared all the way in. Runway 28. The emergency equipment is rolling. Ground control, we have a flight line emergency.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. If that's our only issue tonight, I guess it'll still be a good flight. I did change the tower names to Korea, so maybe I messed something up there. I'll take a look at it later.
I forgot to switch my axis on my cursor, so up is down, down is up.
You're smart. Are you visual?
Yep.
Okay, we'll keep 3000 for 340 knots here, and let's push 6. Cyborg 4, check.
2.
Okay, so when we're flying here, let's try to keep visual. Let's go to air-to-ground mode. We'll get everything set up. Okay, so set up so you're only going to release one bomb here. Just give me a mic click when you got that done. You got that set?
Nope, not yet.
Coming left for steer point 3. get your SMS page for your laser guided bombs.
Yes, I have my inventory.
Say again?
Yeah, I have my inventory.
Yeah, but you have the SMS page. You can see like your GBU 12, how many you have, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay, bottom right, OSB number 10 there, you'll see RP for release pulse. Press that and hit number 1, enter.
Yeah, I don't see that one.
Really?
I see my inventory. I see I have one GB12 on the right and one GB12 on the...
Yeah, no, you need to go to your SMS page, not the actual inventory. Hit air to ground mode. You got it?
Nope.
Okay, are you in air to ground mode?
Yeah. Well, I pushed it, so I assume so.
Okay. Well, your HUD display will change. You should probably see CCRP in the lower left for your mode.
Yeah, I'm not... I mean, my button isn't working.
Your ICP button's not working?
Well, I'm hitting air to ground. I know they were working in the... I set them all up, but it's not working in here.
Okay.
Guess I'll just watch it phone.
I'm trying to think if there's another way to change master modes, but not without the ICP.
Yeah, I mean, I had all of this working in the setup, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Hit like the COM button and see if your DED is changing.
Yeah, the compound worked fine.
Okay, so the air to ground should be working. Go to simulate mode. And what does your HUD say right now for the mode? Does it say nav?
That's just sim.
Right. Like, so, okay, you'll see sim, you'll see your Mach number, then a little bit left low to that, you'll see how many G's you pulled so far, and right under that, you should see nav. What do you see there?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Well, there's got to be something. You're in a mode.
No, it says 3.1. I can take a picture and show it to you.
Well, that's weird. If I go out of air to ground mode, I see nav. That's really weird.
Altitude. Altitude.
Okay, hit air to ground. See what happens.
Altitude.
Nothing.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
Alright, go to the
Altitude.
dogfight mode. See what your HUD does.
Yeah, it changes.
Okay. So when you're dogfight mode, you should see you'll see nothing. But when you switch out, you don't see a mode there at all.
Okay, it's yeah. Now I get it. So I think my dogfight switch was on.
Okay. So now you're in air-to-ground mode?
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay, so right MFD on your SMS page, now you should see the weapon SMS part of the actual inventory.
So I go to the Ripple, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Coming right for steer point 6.
I'm trying not to lose you here.
Just go to a trail formation. That way you can keep me in front of you about a half mile. Be easier for you.
Yeah, just trying to find you right now.
I'm just pushing steer point 6 now.
Altitude. Altitude.
How you making out?
Still trying to find you here. Sorry. I was looking at my MFD and then looked up and you were gone.
Yeah. I saw you spike me there from behind me, so you gotta be behind me somewhere.
Trying to catch you on the radar here.
There, you're looking at me now. Coming right for steer point 6. 7, sorry. You know, you have the flight plan on your HSD, right? You can kind of use that to kind of get in a straight line there, and you should be able to see me out in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, from this point here, we're just going to fly a box pattern. So this will be our downwind leg, or sorry, our upwind leg. Let's find the target here first. There's that one. There's 26. Perfect. Find me yet? Okay, well don't worry about me. Just fly a box pattern over the range. Let's kind of get this all set up here, and then you can get into a trail formation from there, because you're going to be too occupied with your avionics than trying to follow me. Okay, so we're back to air-to-ground mode on your SMS page. Did you change your release pulse?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're going to want to hit control. Your release angle, you want to switch that to 33, bottom right, OSP 10. Just zipper your mic when you got that done.
on my SMS page where?
Hit the control, so top right, and then bottom right. You'll see
Altitude.
release angle.
Altitude.
Change that to 33.
Altitude. Altitude.
Sorry, I'm having real issues with my buttons here. When I hit something, all of a sudden my HUD changes. My view changes.
Yeah, I would, I know you did it, but, I mean, you gotta trust me on this one. You're just gonna have to start with the new key file again. I told you about all these issues I had, so I'm kind of happy someone else is experiencing it, so we can maybe figure out what's causing it.
Yeah, I'll redo it.
Because I can't tell if it's BMS, if it's pokies, if it's USBs, but yeah, I've never had one as bad as yours though, but there certainly is an issue.
Yeah, like I hit the control button on my MFD and it just switches to you know, HUD mode, or like when you hit 1 on the keyboard. And the same happened when I hit my shortcut to take my chocks away. All of a sudden my HUD changed.
Yeah, you got some ghosting going on big time.
Yep.
Well, let's just try to get you set up so we can at least practice the lofting, just so it's not a complete waste of a flight, I guess. So I'm sure it's a pain in the ass, but just trying to see if you can get that release angle to 33.
No, I did that, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Now we got to set up our laser guided bomb. Just make sure we're set up. So you're going to want to hit list, and then go to your laser page. Okay, so we have different laser codes for our bombs. So your target pod code, your top one, make sure that is set to 1680.
1600?
1680.
1680.
That is correct, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then go keep going dauber down till you get to air to ground, and then you want to switch that to training. You want to switch that to combat. And then your laser start time, set that to 12 seconds. That's all done?
Yep.
Okay, you can clear out of that, and go back to your CNI page, and we're going to arm our laser. Okay, and I found a target for us while I was flying over the range. So go to steer point 26, and when you're there, I'll read you the coordinates. Okay, north, you want 3707732.
One more time.
3707732.
Okay.
East, you want 13020623. 13020623.
one more time.
No problem. 130-20623.
One 130-20623.
Okay, and your elevation is 2854. 2854.
2854.
Correct. Enter that in. Have a look at your target pod. It should be looking at one of the M2 Bradleys there. M1 Bradley. I think it's M1 Bradley. On the range, that is, sorry.
Okay.
You can see it.
It's looking at a white dot, yeah, right now.
Oh yeah, okay. Probably just zoom in a bit. You should be set there anyways. Just to make sure, go TMS down to reset any. Oh, I have it. See you there, over to the right of me.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's the middle one.
Perfect. That'll do. Okay, so I'm heading towards a target. Looks like you're just passing me now. You should be able to turn right and come in behind me. So our attack heading is going to be, about 100 will do. Let's try to get into a trail formation there.
Okay.
I think that's a Bradley.
Altitude. Altitude.
And one's crosswind. How you making out?
Well, I didn't drop any bombs.
No, I don't want you to. I just want you to kind of get in behind me and get set up.
Yeah, I'm still looking for you.
Okay, I'm crosswind now for 290. What is it again? Oh, that's not working. Oh yeah. That's right, we gotta lock each other up. You wanna put me on your tack hand?
Sure.
1-2 should be it. we go. So you're about 2.5 miles there behind me, somewhere. What's your heading right now?
Just coming around 250.
Okay. I'm at base now.
Patterning in there.
I see you over to my left. Do you have your HSD up? Like, can you see the graph?
Can I see the ground? I see it behind me.
No, the graph on the HSD, like the display.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, you see a box and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that one steer point from 6 to 7?
I see R10.
What? No, the steer point lines.
Yeah, I see the steer point lines.
Okay, so steer point 6 to 7 is our attack heading. So that's our line that we're coming in.
Yeah, that's behind me right now.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to get you to visualize the box pattern that we're flying here. So you should be coming in from steer point 6 to 7, and then you make a left turn, and you just draw a box at that point, like we used to do at the other range. Does that make sense?
Well, I see what's the dotted line and the box?
The dotted box is the range area. That's the military operating area. So that's the area where we're flying in right now.
Yeah, and then I see the one steer point right before in the corner, right? That's where we're coming in?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's our attack heading. So once you get to steer point 7 over the range, like the actual target range, we're going to start making a left-hand box.
I guess I'm not understanding the box where...
Okay, remember when we used to do a range practice? Remember you were flying a box pattern? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so we're doing the same thing. I'm just trying to get you to visualize where attack heading is, where our target is, and then from there you should be able to visualize our box.
Yep.
Right, okay. So I'm right over the target now, so I call off, and I'm making a left-hand turn. Then I'll do a perpendicular turn for just a few miles, and then I'll come back crosswind, heading back for the base. Does that make sense?
And the base is this steer point 6, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Works for me, so that's what I'm doing.
Right now.
Sorry, say again.
I'm right at steer point 6 right now.
Okay, perfect. So we are opposite of each other. That's a good box pattern. So when I get to the target, I'm flying a left turn till I get over this kind of mountain here, and then I turn crosswind, heading back for steer point 6 to make a base turn.
Okay, what altitude? Because there's a lot of mountains here, right?
Yeah, we're just going to fly at like 5,000 feet seems to work for now.
Okay.
So just don't worry about dropping bombs or anything. Like, just trying to get you to visualize the box pattern first.
Okay.
Let's just do this a couple times so you can kind of get used to the pattern. We'll maintain 350 for our speed. We'll call it. We'll do a couple times there, kind of get you to visualize the pattern. Make sure each time you can pick up the target on your target pod and stuff. Don't beat yourself too much. We had zero briefing for this flight. We're literally doing it on the fly here.
No, it's good. I'm just sorry that I'm a little green here.
No, I think your cockpit is a major distraction for you right now, and I get that. But I'm saying, at the same time, there was no briefing for what we're doing at all. So I don't think I'm being impatient with you or judging you. You know what I mean? Just kind of. The only thing I wanted to test tonight was our connection, and we've established that. So that's one check done.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be flying. So.
Just got to sort out your switchology there.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo my whole thing. So I'm just right over the target right now. I'm gonna turn left.
Yeah. So when you turn left, fly like a mile or two. It's going to be like the first mount. You're going to come right over at 5,000 feet, and then I make my turn left for the crosswind. Or sorry, that wouldn't be crosswind, downwind. And then when you get kind of parallel to steer point 6, that'll be our base turn. Or turn for base, I mean. And on that, nope, 1 is base.
You know, I think I forgot to turn that thing on where I can see you further away.
Oh yeah, the smart scaling.
Yeah, I think that's why I keep losing you.
Yeah, I'll bet you that's it, especially with our projection screens. The pixels are bigger than I am right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not on by default. Sometimes I forget that as well.
I gotta start writing this stuff down, man.
Yeah, I took screen captures of all my controller settings and all that stuff, you know, which axes have to be reversed or which ones I set to medium, dead space, and all that stuff, whatever it's called.
I'll do that tomorrow and get it all. I just want to make sure I write everything down because there's so much to remember.
Yeah, tell me about it. One is Cyborg 4.1 in. Okay, so on this run, there should be an air-to-ground mode and simulate, so you're going to have your bomb fall line here, your BFL. So follow that, and then take note when you're flying level towards a target. You're going to see what's called a loft queue. So it's going to be a horizontal line that kind of pops up from the bottom and travels up the line. That's your loft queue. Just want you to take note of that one. What that does is, if you're lofting the bomb, the loft line queue will kind of travel up the BFL from the bottom, and then once it reaches your flight path marker, all you have to do is follow that line up in a 4G turn. And when you get to the 33 degrees, the fire control will release your bombs. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So for now, just fly level and have a look at that line and just watch how it behaves. And Cyborg 4.1 off.
So do you simulate the 4G pull-up or?
For this path, no. For this pass, no. Just watch where it appears and how it goes across your flight path marker. And when you get over to target, just make your off turn. One totalizer is 56.
Altitude. Altitude.
2's 47. Right, so I see the line, it's coming up, and then it's blinking now, right?
Yeah, the actual line is blinking or the circle?
No, the circle.
Yeah, the circle just kind of lets you know when it's time to start pulling up. But in this case, since we're lofting, you got to follow that cue. So if you're flying your your attack run, the minute the loft line crosses your flight path marker, you basically just do a 4G pull and you kind of follow it up. Makes it really easy for an accurate weapons release. Set your bingo to 3657. That'll be our joker.
3657.
Yeah. We're only about 28 miles from our base, so we don't need a lot of fuel to get back. One space. How well do you know the target pod?
Okay, I guess.
You understand area track and spot track?
I guess not so well.
Okay, no problem. I'll just get turned here, hang on. And 4-1 is in. For this run, what I want you to do is just fly towards your target like you did the last one. And once you pick up your target in the target pod, just play around with your range knob, zooming in and out. Hit your expand button on your stick to expand your field of view. That's pretty simple stuff, but just to make sure you know how that works.
So I hit the Y button on the target pod, but which button is the wide one on the stick?
It's the expand button on your stick, so that pinky switch behind the paddle.
Okay.
It'll go to narrow and wide field of view.
Okay, I'm coming on base.
And then you can also rotate the manual range knob, which will kind of zoom in your view in and out. Is that working for you?
Yeah, it is. My range button though is a little funky.
Oh yeah, the rotary switch, you mean?
Yeah, on my throttle it's always been even in the it doesn't have the whole range, but it's working.
Okay. So your TMS switch. So if you go TMS right, you'll see IR area. So that's an area track. What that means is you can slew the pod around. And if you go TMS up, it'll go to a point track. Okay, and then it auto locks on that target.
Yep.
And then TMS down, you'll clear the track.
Yep.
Now for lofting, I like using the area track myself because there's a little bug in BMS in the point track that sometimes if you go to move it or you tap it, or even if you go to point track, it'll lock on to some other target. So most of the time, I'll use area track myself.
Okay.
Just gives you a little bit more positive control on whereabouts you're locking. One's off, by the way.
Altitude. Altitude.
Just over the target right now.
If you have a look at your pod, you'll see in the bottom, you'll see your laser code. Should say 1680 with an L above it. Then in the center it'll say combat, that means your laser's armed. Then you're probably in sim mode.
Don't see the laser code.
Bottom of the laser pod view, a little to the right, so above OSB 12.
Yeah, 1680 and then 3 zeros.
Yeah, the 3 zeros is part of that. I don't know if there should be more of a space there. I don't know if that's a bug or anything, but that's part of the weapons on target. You'll see 000, colon, and then seconds. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to get you to do a simulated loft. So we won't worry about TFR masking. We're just going to fly level at Angels 5. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throttle up to about 480 knots.
450?
480.
480.
Usually we'd be going 500, but training they'll normally fly about 480. One space. One copy. Unfortunately, we got a bit of a cumulus cloud here, which might screw it up a little bit, but we'll give it a shot. So verify your switches in sim mode.
2.
Number 41 in. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fly towards your target. And as soon as you see the circle flash, that's when I slam the pickle button and I hold it. Okay, and then once the loft line intersects with your flight path marker, you basically do a 4G pull and you kind of follow it up, follow that line.
When do you pickle?
I pickle as soon as I get the circle flashing.
Okay. Space.
And remember, it's always a good strategy to hold the pickle well after the bomb's release. In this case, they won't. You just get a flashing flight path marker. So I'm going to talk through as I do mine, just to kind of help you out a little bit. Okay, so I see the line coming up. The circle's there. I'm going to start circle flash as I hold my pickle. And then I watch my speed, and there's my line. I follow the line up. And then bombs release. And then I turn my nose down towards the ground. And I pull back down to about 10 degrees low, about 45 degrees off from the target. And then I hold that. I throttle back a bit. And then now I can look at my target pod view. And I'm watching the target in the pod view. Give that a try. Usually turn left about 45 degrees off target. off.
So how do you know when the bomb's released?
In sim mode, you don't really. Sometimes you get a flight path marker, but just fly up till you get about 33 degrees, and then turn inverted, pull towards the ground, kind of thing.
Okay.
How did that work for you?
I thought I did okay, but maybe not.
Don't beat yourself up. It's about a 4G turn, but in reality, you got to follow the loft line, so you'll be anywhere between 3.5 and 4 Gs if you're following the line. So it's one of those things where the line will take precedent over your G pull.
Okay, so just follow the line coming up.
Exactly. That's the easiest way to say it. But the actual, I guess, the math on it, the computer is computing a 4G pull. It just gives you a little bit of guidance on how hard to initially pull.
Alright, let me try that again.
It generally will work better, I think, at lower altitude, than the altitude we're flying at, but this way you can just avoid the TFR masking for now. So let's go ahead and make sure you're only dropping one bomb here, and we're going to arm our system. Make sure you're armed up. And now this is where it becomes very task saturating. So once your bombs release, you turn your nose towards the ground. You try to get leveled out as quick as you can, and then you have to go to an area track. You have to go to any of the tracks before your laser will actually arm and start flashing. If that makes sense.
So you go to area track for the laser to start tracking or beaming?
Yeah, like if you don't hit your stage on your trigger, your first stage, the laser will auto laze at 12 seconds, but you still have to make sure you're in area track for that to happen, or point track for that matter. But you actually have to, you have to stabilize the pod.
So you go to point track after you pull up?
No, go to area track, so TMS right.
Yeah.
You can go to either or, but like I said, there's a little bit of a bug sometimes on some ground objects with point track. It may just jump to some other target, so I always go to area track.
Okay. At what time do you go to area track?
Basically, at the same time, you're turning your nose off towards the ground. Starboard 41 in high.
Altitude.
So 4,000 feet seems like a good altitude to stay under the cloud and stay above the mountains here.
Altitude. Altitude.
I'll try to talk through as I do it here. Or is that just distracting you?
No, you're good.
Okay, so I'm 6 miles from target. I'm looking at my pod at this point. I make sure it's pointed generally where I want it to be. Pickle is on. There's my lock cue.
Bingo.
I'm now following it up. Pulling hard. Got a full mill power. There's my release. I get the flashing flight path marker. I then hold the pickle. I'm pulling towards the ground. And then I level out 45 degrees off target. Hopefully the cloud's clear so I can see. There it is. I start, I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh fuck, I'm such a retard. Oh, did I ever get lucky. I was talking so much I forgot to area track myself, and I did it at the last 3 seconds and I still hit target. One's Joker, by the way. Actually, correction on bingo. 3,500.
So my bomb never released.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. Could be lots of reasons for that. You know, you weren't right on parameters. It's hard if I'm not in there with you, but what's your fuel right now?
2-2.
2-2. All right, okay. Let's start heading to steer point. Stand by. Let's go to steer point 2. Check switch is safe. And I'm at 8,000 feet, heading towards steer point 2, 37 miles. See if you can find me here. I'm a little over the target. I'm going to slow to 340. Got a spike from you. Looks like you're behind me to my right. Head towards steer point 2. I should be out in front of you about 8 miles.
Miles? It says 39 miles.
No, I'm in front of you about 8 miles.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. I'll slow to like 320 here.
I'm coming.
We're actually going to go 300 since we're inside. We're getting close to the base.
A lot of clouds today.
Yeah.
So I guess because I guess my switch was dogfight mode when I was mapping it up and never put it back, so that's why I couldn't get to air to ground.
Yeah, that also makes sense why you couldn't see any mode, because when you're in dogfight mode, it declutters your HUD.
Yeah.
There's a thing that fixes that. It's called read the fucking manual.
I know.
Hey, you know what the good news is? I'm recording this whole flight, so the world's gonna hear it and see it.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, we've accomplished quite a bit, I think.
Hey, I am not, I'm not too proud to fail. This is hard, man.
Well, in my opinion, LGB lofting is one of the most complicated air-to-ground profiles because there's just so much going on. I mean, here I am trying to tell you what I'm doing, and I forgot the area track there for a second. Very perishable. Okay, while you're getting information, let's set up for landing here. That's good. And push 7. Starboard 4 check.
2.
We'll both call for unrestricted approach, so basically what we're flying in a right base pattern here. 280 starting our descent. Each on approach, Cyborg 4-1 inbound for unrestricted approach.
Cyborg 4-1, each on approach. Copy emergency. Continue inbound for runway 28.
Yeah, there's something going on with my voice attack here. But either way, we got clearance.
Even my MFD buttons are just, I have to push them 2 or 3 times, so there's definitely something going on I gotta fix.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping just, like I know you said you used a new key file, but maybe something got corrupted, so I'm kind of hoping just using a new blank key file there will fix all that up for you.
Yeah.
On the boards, gear down. Man, it's been a long time since I've flown in Korea.
I like it. Reminds me of the old days.
Yep. It's definitely more hilly.
The terrain looks good though.
Yeah, it's not bad. Where's this thing? It's hard to see. There it is. Selection 275. Perfect. As a client, has the flight been stable at least? Like no warping or anything?
Yeah, my USB held up this time.
Yeah. Should get switch over to tower here any second.
Well, remember they asked you for an emergency approach, right?
Yeah, I should still get the call to switch tower though. Maybe not. Alright, let's push 8, sorry. Cyborg 4 check.
2.
I think I know the issue with voice attack, what it did wrong. Where the hell's that runway? There it is. Trim the seat. Bit of a crosswind here. Cyborg 4-1, gear down and lock full stop.
Cyborg 4-1, each on tower. Copy emergency. You are clear for landing. Runway 28, alerting the stop. Cyborg 4-1, each on tower. Weight 190 at 6 knots. Runway 28, clear for landing. Jet gear down.
Clear land 28, Cyborg 4-1. I don't like these stupid trees in the way of the runway here. I don't think they'd be there in real life.
Cyborg 4-2.
Just missing these trees here. Alright.
Yeah, the trees are a little closer, huh?
Are they ever? We've had better landings, that's for sure. Just don't pull too high. Alright.
Cyborg 4-2, each on tower. Next time, get a clearance before landing.
Oops.
Imagine if you said something like that for real.
Cyborg 4-1, contact ground. Switch to 23450.
Cyborg 4-1, push him down. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ground Cyborg 4-1, clear active, quest taxi back. That should have worked.
Cyborg 4-1, taxi back to the ramp. Delta Papa 04.
Delta Papa 04 for Cyborg 4-1. Should probably send you to 05. You have to call in the ground, eh?
Yeah.
Papa, which is 05. So that's 0, 0, 1.
Sideboard 4-2, taxi back to the ramp. Delta, Papa, 05.
That's weird. She's sending us to the same spot.
No, you were 4 on 5, right?
Oh, am I that dumb? Okay, I thought she said 5. That would make sense, so.
Are these numbered?
No, you have to count them, and they start with 00 for some strange reason. Just go to the one right after me.
Yep.
I can't remember if I'm in 5 or 4 right now, so. Well, I mean, it was a good flight. I mean, we didn't brief anything. You didn't have a clue what I wanted to do, and you have cockpit issues. Otherwise, I think it worked out pretty good. We got a bit of training in there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I just need to figure out this switch thing out because it's really throwing me off.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hopefully you get that sorted out. We can get another one going tomorrow or the next day. Otherwise, good flight. I'm going to shut down there, and I'll talk to you on the flip side.
Yeah, thanks again. Appreciate it.